Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dead Crow Comedy Room, and now, Late Fear.
Hey Wills, can I talk to you in private for a minute?
Actually, Jonathan, we're on Late Fear right now.
Perfect. Look, I need to take next month off.
Look, Jonathan, you can't leave me. You know I have abandonment issues.
I know you do, and you really need to leave those behind.
I can't do that to them.
Well, what do you want from me? The first weekend, I got Passover. The second weekend is my grandma's 90th birthday, and I'll be too hungover for both of those the third weekend.
What about the fourth weekend?
I got a job directing sex traffic.
All right, Jonathan, I can't approve of that, but at least you're making money.
Just store credit.
Okay, if Jonathan can't do the show, who's going to fill in for him? No, I can't do the show now. Jonathan, I'd be talking to myself. I can't talk to myself. That'd be crazy. No, you're not crazy. You're sane. You're saner than Barack Hussein Obama.
Jonathan! Is this show gonna go late again? Mom said we have to be in bed by 2. And if it's not, we should probably go.
Jonathan, who is this?
Oh, Wills, this is my little brother, Lou. Lou, this is my proof I'm one of the good ones, Wills.
Oh, you're Jonathan's imaginary friend?
No, I'm not imaginary. I'm real.
Well, you're a real person, but outside the show, I imagine we're friends. We've shared so many milkshakes together, and so few straws.
I dream of having milkshakes with coworkers too.
Look, Wills, you have to forgive my little brother. He's always looked up to me. I used to defend him from bullies who picked on him for being too muscular.
It's true. I took some steroids to shrink my balls, like my brother. But all it did is gave me these muscles.
What a screw up. He wants to be just like me. Hey, I got an idea. What if Lou filled in for me?
Jonathan,
He's perfect. He's just like a worse version of me.
Jonathan, why would I?
I mean,
He's your brother. He's gonna be at all of your family functions, isn't he?
No, the family hates him. He didn't fit in with the Schwartzes at all. He doesn't drink till he blacks out, only eats 1 meal per meal. He doesn't even know how to masturbate right. He has his girlfriends help him.
I'm right here, guys.
Okay, but
Sorry, but you know it's true.
you're saying he's a worse version of you. Why would I want a worse version of you to do your job?
Well, I don't know. I can get him up to speed. How about we'll have Lou shadow me tonight and learn the ropes? What do you say, Wills?
Well, I guess it can't hurt to give him a try.
Great. What does the gig pay?
Just the moral victory, knowing that we kept the bar staff from going home.
I'll take it.
Great. So now around this part of the show, Wills will look at the band and say,
Take it away, Dave!
"Take it away, Dave." But instead, since you're our guest, you can say it.
Take it away, Dave!
Welcome to Late Fear with Wills Maxwell! Tonight on the show, comedian Louis Bishop and poet TMi will join us for a very special performance. Lil Lou Schwartz will be sitting in with us all evening. And now give it up for your host, Wills Maxwell!
How you guys feeling tonight? This was a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We're having a great show. We're going to have some fun. I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but Target earlier had a data breach where several of their customers' credit card information was stolen and leaked to the public. So in a settlement, they're giving $10,000 to each person that made it, that this happened to, which means they now have enough money to never shop at Target again. Florida Governor Rick Scott has asked that everyone that works for him, everyone that works for the state, stop using terms like climate change or global warming or sea level rising, because he feels these words should be banned from the discussion. Other words he's tired of his employees using are crazy, stupid, delusional, and big bald dum-dum. He's so committed to this that one of his employees, who works for the environment department, issued a report that used the words climate change in it, and he asked them to go home so that way they can not come back until they've had a medical evaluation. It seems kind of crazy to think that this guy's governor until you remember that this is Florida. Senator Bob Menendez is facing several corrupt criminal charges against him. And despite all these mounting charges that are coming against him, he recently told the press, "I am not going anywhere." He followed up that statement by pointing at members of Congress going, "And you, and you, and you, you're gonna love me." 47 Republican senators have sent a letter to the religious leader of Iran warning him not to do business with the president. The letter stated, "Look, it's our job to do that, and we really don't anyway, so you don't have to." A lot of people have said that this letter was an attempt by them to undermine the presidency, and I don't think that's what it was. I think what just happened was one senator walked in the room and was like, "Hey, did you guys know that as senators, we don't have to put postage on stuff? We can send free letters, let's do it. We're going to start with Iran."
Oh my god, this is my first day.
This is our first time trying to use a teleprompter for this, and I did not.
How's that, Wills?
All right, I can see it now. The words are back. Thanks.
Okay. We need to make a secret
I had-
for when this happens.
What I always do is I just have my younger brother, in case I forget my lines, can key him in there. Siri.
It works perfectly.
I got it this time.
Tell you what I should say
Is the
next.
teleprompter ahead of you now?
No, it's fine. It's good. We use a teleprompter so that way you guys know that I'm not a clever person that's making these jokes up right now. It's all written down ahead of time.
He was up late last night doing vocal warm-ups for the Effie impression.
Yes. It paid off, right?
Nailed
That
it.
worked?
I
Yeah?
actually watched that movie last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's
The
all
teleprompter's still rolling,
It's
Wills.
still rolling. It's good. Some parents are upset at that the elementary school their daughter goes to had a Black Lives Matter event, and they didn't like that they exposed their 8-year-old daughter to this, so they are demanding an apology from the school. They are so upset that at such a young age, she's being subjected to the most basic forms of racial tolerance. That shouldn't come till later. You gotta go to college and experiment for that. I don't know if you guys saw this, but a video was leaked online of the fraternity SAE where they were on a bus and they were chanting a racist song on the bus talking about how there would never be any black people in SAE. And the video shows, hear several voices, but you only see one person. And that one person's parents recently apologized for them using the N-word and being racist. They were like, "Look, we are so sorry for our son. We know in our hearts that he is not racist. We did not teach him to say that word in public. We gave him manners. We taught him the right way to go." Jonathan, and your Lou.
He's
Lou
going by
Schwartz.
his real name, you should be able to remember.
If it's all right with you, I think I'd like to take a seat now.
Well, let me consult with my family.
Okay.
I think we should start.
All right. We're in.
All right. Jonathan and Lou Schwartz, everybody.
We're going to use this microphone family style.
Now, Lou, do you feel like you're adjusted to the show, right? This is pretty much.
The words are on that TV there.
Yeah, the words are on the TV, and all we have to do is just say it.
But it says it before you say it.
Well, yeah, that's because the TV's smarter than me. So I've just got to read it.
How does it know what you're going to say?
It's like, Lou, you know how when we were growing up and we had that Disney sing-along tape with the Mickey Mouse head that would bounce on the words to let us know? It's like that, but with racial humor.
Oh, okay. Thanks for explaining to me, guys.
So kind of like the Sons of the South.
I've never been on TV before.
Oh,
Neither have we.
you never on TV? Did you?
I wanted to seem like a big deal to my little brother. He's always looking hungry. So yeah, I told him we were on after Kimmel, but during the same time period.
We averaged 20 views on YouTube. All 20 of them are in the audience tonight, so now we're going to get 0 views.
Average is 20, what, did someone watch it 60 times this weekend?
You think Mom's gonna see this?
I hope not. She needs her rest.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. We got a really fun game for you guys. This game is called Been There. To play this game, please welcome the late Fear Riders, Lydia Manning, Troy Coleman, and Cordero Wilson, everybody.
We got this. Alright, so what we need from you guys is a suggestion for a location that we could all be.
San Diego.
All right.
That's in California.
Jurassic Park. A brothel.
Jurassic.
A Jurassic Park.
I like Jurassic
Park.
Park. Okay, we'll do that.
Yes.
And how do we all know each other?
You're dinosaurs.
Mooring.
Where are we on attractions?
What? How are we connected?
Are we're dinosaurs who met on mooring? I think that's good.
I've got that range.
Dinosaurs are almost snake people, which is also my place. Alright, thank you guys. You guys got
A
this?
themed brothel.
We're at Jurassic Park themed brothel and we met on mooring.
I want to be. Come with me.
This is our best girl.
All right.
She's a screechy, if you know what I'm talking about.
I would like to join you guys. I have some questions first. All right. Whatever you. They can't see your tongue inside
Life
your
finds
mouth.
a way, baby. Life finds a way.
All right. I didn't go to college, so I'm gonna need a little explanation. What are we doing here? Who? All right, that.
Listen, you wanted to come here. I told you it was going to be fun. I told you.
I haven't had fun while I've been here.
So am I getting paid? Is this guy in? Do we need to
I
find
think
someone else?
He said he was down.
I'm down. So down
I'm
for what's
clocked
going
in
on.
right now.
What?
So,
You clock in at a brothel now? Whoa. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about something. All right, I'll go. Just all right. What's our clientele like? What?
Okay, look, here's what we do. Okay.
Do I have to go interspecies?
No, okay, well, clever girl. Okay, well, we will possibly, you know, we'll mess with black guys.
a little
be
bit of
orange
frog.
behind.
I'm not down with
Little
black
frog,
guys.
some ostrich, a little bit, you know.
No pterodactyls.
You don't sit on the sex.
No.
No.
Are we
It's
starting?
coming! It's coming! Oh God, the end! The end! All right. I'm gonna get my associates. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. What's going on here is not what I thought would happen. There's a stage at this brothel. You one of them mammalian reptiles? You want the nipples? You got 6 nipples. This raptor's got 6 nipples.
Hey, you're genetically modifying us every day. Chris Pratt is training with us right now. We're on a whole nother level.
All right. Life finds a way. Life finds a way.
Thank you very much for participating in the audience participation portion of that participatory audience participation game. Please give it up for your real performers tonight.
All right.
The Schwartz and Wills.
Give it up for the Lydia, Troy, and Cordero, everybody. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. So we'll be right back after this break.
Wilmington, North Carolina. It was 1923. The world was on fire, yet I had never felt so alone. Then by chance I found those three strangers in that enigmatically comforting house, and suddenly I was never alone again. Constantly surrounded by them and their innumerable friends who all passed through our front door during that last summer before adulthood took hold and we were no longer young enough to enjoy the follies of youth without thinking of what it would mean at 10 the next morning. This is our story. This is Fragments from Fifth Ave by Ryan P.C. Trimble, now available online and in stores.
Late Fear with Wills Maxwell is filmed live at the Dead Crow Comedy Room in downtown Wilmington. Dead Crow is Wilmington's full-time comedy club and features several amazing weekly shows. On Tuesdays, Louis Bishop, our guest tonight, hosts Comedy Bingo. It's a fun, free stand-up show where the audience can win prizes. Free show, and you can win stuff. Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., you pay $3 and you get 3 amazing shows. These shows you can watch the improv troupes Birthday Cake, Nut House, and the newly formed troupe Dollar Tacos. Thursday night is the nation's best stand-up open mic as all of your local favorites come together to put on a free show for you at 9 o'clock. Dead Crow Comedy brings some of the best talent to the area on our weekend shows. This Friday and Saturday night on April 3rd and 4th, we have Quinn Dahl, who has been seen on Comedy Central and Conan. The Saturday show will be followed by a new episode of Late Fear with special guests Jack Nelson and Cameron Doyle. Do not miss this show. On April 10th and 11th, Dead Crow welcomes Ian Salmon from Comedy Central, and on Friday 17th, we kick off Port City's Top Comic. For more information, visit deadcrowcomedy.com. Dead Crow Comedy, it's where Wilmington comes to laugh. And we're back, everybody! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am very honored and excited to bring to you one of our guests for tonight. He's very talented. I've seen him perform around town, and he's just an amazing spoken word poet. Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, TMi, everyone.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Everybody hear me? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm a little nervous because when he was like, come do something in front of at Late Fair, I'm like, cool. You do know I don't do comedy, right? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, no, it's not cool. I can't. I don't know what the fuck to say. And so he's like, nah, just go over there and wow. And I'm looking around, I'm like, man, there's a lot of white people in this crowd. So with that, you obviously all know how to read. And you obviously-ish. And obviously most of you have read books of great importance covered in bound mahogany and things like that. So poetry is not like a big thing. So, did you know that if you do gay porn and you are a white male doing gay porn, you do a scene with a black guy, your stock automatically drops. So therefore, any scene you do from now on is just going to be discounted gay porn. Now I say that, that is your random fact for the night. Everyone like, how did you know that? Now I say that to say this. One, if you do want to do interracial scene in gay porn, just realize at the end you're going to be fucked. But I say that again to say this. I went on a dating site. We all had a date. We all do dating sites, OkCupid, Hey Friend, Twitter book, and all that stuff. And I met a person up there, and they were interacting, and we had an exchange. So you want to hear about the exchange? Now, I want you to keep the gay porn trivia in your head, but take out the gay porn.
Okay.
That work out? All right. It's mad bright up here, and it's again a lot of lights in here. So we're gonna about lights. I mean, so we're gonna put the glasses on. All right. Yeah, I gotta stop making me laugh. I'm trying to be serious. I'm supposed to be the poet of the night. All right. Let me get poetic. I was your main man. I was your main thing. I was your main man on your main line. I was your main mandingo. I went from the back of the line to the linebacker to the personal spine cracker to the one you gave permission to say it's mine cracker, even look you in your eyes and hold you like it was mine after. I was fresh for your fancy. You see, I was your favorite minstrel dancing during your minstrel. Cycle me in between ignorance and avoidance. Here's a pencil and pin me in between afterthought, because after dark is when the laughter starts and when your work day ends and your co-workers, all your co-stars and those co-characters part. You would text me and say, I wanted to be taken in the back of the park, raped and ravaged, but it's a school night. So after 5, we part. Now I was used to this cold call. It was all quiet on the set. We would feed each other lines. We were both advanced. There were no amateurs. We were both vets. You would say, I want you to come over with a fitted cap on, eyes right to the root, Timberland boots on, you know, be black, go. Now, if you told your mother about your religion homework and how you prayed to this black God on your kneecaps, would you repeat that? No. If you tell your roommate who was over last night, would you repeat that? No. That honor society, no. That honor and propriety, you don't believe that? No. Would you want your brothers to see this brother, man? Would you want them to see that? No. But it is what it is, what it was, and what it's going to be. So, I attended to your assumptions. And I actually addressed them as actualities. I only fucked you from behind because it was less stress if I had to face reality. There was less chance of eye contact bringing that bomb back because I was savage. You were serene. I should just grin and bear it, shoot the scene per the terms of our contract. Now, I was far from a bystander. I helped cater to what perceptions I pandered. So I auditioned for the role and the die was cast. If you put a landfill out in landfall, I was now fly for the trash. Now, we were we were fetish with benefits. You wanted to lose control. Unknowingly, I shared the same sentiment. And I was amazing as anonymous. Until one day I had the audacity to look in your bookcase and tell you how one book changed the face of economics drastically. Now, I was doing too much. I was breaking the fourth. I mean, fuck Mr. Ed Education. You didn't want to mouth with this horse. And then I had the nerve to taunt you naked on your couch about your time in my alma mater. And then I committed the ultimate sin by passing up a Mad Dog 2020 for a glass of water. Now, I had to be stopped. This was too much. I had to be stopped. I mean, I was your thug. This was supposed to be 1996 and me be your post-prison shirtless Tupac. I mean, this relationship was built on distance. Under your bed is the only way I could get closer. I was slipping condoms on like noose because it was the only way that I could ever say that I was hanging over. I mean, where was my swag? Where was my sag? Where was my innate hatred for your kinfolk? Because I was no longer the street is taboo, the reason why you clutch your wallets and roll up your windows. Because now, I was way past the innuendo. I graduated from UNCW in 2009. You went to school with this nigga. You realized we had the same friends. Amazingly, you run the same cruises as this nigga. I mean, we got some of the same interests. That deep gas lets you know that you dip in the same pool as this nigga. I mean, we into same vans, in the same streets. Hell, you even wear the same shoes as this nigga. Now, the plan was original. Sin, and then you would be through with this nigga. You didn't expect to get hot and then actually be expected to get cool with this nigga. So now, you stand asking yourself the same question I asked myself, of myself, outside myself, and I saw myself with you. And I couldn't say anything when you said it because the question was who? It's this nigga. Thank you.
TMi, everybody, give it up for him. Let me hear it. Alright, we have a very special treat for you guys tonight. And I'm glad you all are here to partake in this. We have people that ask us questions about stuff that we have no business knowing. Like we are just comedians, we just do our stuff. But I have an expert here with us to help you guys answer any of your questions you have about animals or pets or just anything you want to know about biology and wildlife. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome our resident pet nurse, Drew Harrison. Drew, thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for having me, Wills. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, take this.
Oh, thank you.
So, you work as a pet nurse.
It is a vet assistant, Wills.
So you work as a pet nurse, and so during your time you've amassed some knowledge of people's pets and the things.
I would say so.
Okay. So he's our expert. So we're opening the floor. Any questions you guys have about pets, direct to this expert.
What's the best kind of tail?
What's the best kind of tail?
It depends on the animal, but I prefer no tail.
Even for a cat?
Even for a cat.
So,
Well, I mean, when you're sitting there and you put your nice little drink on the edge of the table and your pet comes up to you, even a cat, they're assholes. And they just come walking by and that tail just whap. And then, I mean, that's just unnecessary. When they're young, just chop it off and just don't have to deal with it anymore.
all right. So that's our advice. That's one of the headlines. Chop off your pet's tails. All right. Next question.
Can I have a platypus as a pet?
You have a platypus as a pet.
I think the state of North Carolina frowns upon that. But if you don't say anything, we won't.
All right.
Just keep it on the down.
Next question. You don't have to raise your hand. Just shout it out.
Spay or neuter?
I prefer spay. I mean, come on now. I mean, a spay is a complicated surgery that takes at least an hour in the operating room, and a neuter takes like 10 minutes, and it's quick and easy. Spay all the way. Spay it up. All right? Taking your pet's balls. What is wrong with you, sir? Oh.
All right. Any other questions?
I'm a feminist.
I've got a question for you. My roommate's cat. Anytime my door's open, it comes in and pees on my bed. What steps can I take to stop the cat from peeing on my bed?
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. It's gonna be a little intricate. It's a process.
Okay.
Okay. You're pretty much gonna have to retrain the cat.
Okay.
So here's what I would do. Go to Lowe's.
Okay.
They have this spring-loaded launching pad. Position it underneath your bed. And then as soon as the cat goes to pee on your bed, make sure the fan's on though. And then as soon as it goes to pee on the bed, it'll actually get launched up into the fan. And I'm pretty sure you'll never have that problem. Leave as many windows open as possible. I mean, it's a lot of timing involved, but I mean, pretty much just grab the cat and throw it out the window. That'll probably save you a lot of steps.
Shouldn't I be concerned about my safety though? Like, what if I sleep in that bed and should I just set the trap and never come back to my bed, or?
Well, obviously, once the cat sets it off, you won't have to worry about it going off
Okay.
again.
All right.
Make sure you get the single-use spring-loaded pad from Lowe's. Don't get the multi-purpose. It's gonna keep launching. Like, you'll never do that. I deal with amateurs all day.
Alright. You have any other questions for our pet nurse? Yeah, you don't have to raise your hand, just shout them out. Okay, yes, over here. Are you just raising your hand?
Oh, I also have a question.
Yeah, just shout it out.
Are narwhals real, and if not, can I still have one?
What did you say?
Are narwhals real? And if they're not real, can we have one as a pet?
Is that some Harry Potter shit?
They're
This is more like Harry Potter if he went into the ocean and lost all of his hair because he didn't need it underwater.
Sir, I feel like you answered your own question. We're just going to keep moving along. Think you got a question?
Yeah, one last question for our pet nurse.
Why do chihuahuas pee outside with shit in the
I think why do chihuahuas pee outside but shit in the apartment? Is that correct? Was that question? Because over many a year, chihuahuas have become more cat than dog. So refer back to my earlier advice with cats are assholes. And that's what they do. So what you do is you go to Lowe's and you get you a spring-loaded launching pad. Single use only. Turn the fan on. It'll never shit in the apartment again.
And that's Ask a Pet Nurse, Drew Harrison. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited to introduce our next act. I'm very honored to bring this guy up. I've admired him for a very long time. He's a very brilliant guy. He runs the Lazy Pirate contest down at Carolina Beach. The finals are this week, so go check that out. It's 3 amazing comics. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome our guest comic for the night, Louis Bishop, everyone.
Hey guys. I want to add some another perk. Actually, a thing about pets. One of the perks of having a dog that's like lab and like pit bull mix. One of the perks is that random old black guys will talk to you about your dog. I was walking my dog, and this random old black guy's like, "That dog right there got some pit in it, ain't it?" I'm like, "No, sir, I think it's half lab, half pit." He gets a fit, he's like, "Look at that motherfucker's neck. Look how big that motherfucker's neck is. I got some pit in it." And then we talked about him trucking and stuff. It was cool. It was good. It was nice. It was cool. Yesterday was the start of spring, first day of spring, or as I like to call it, the beginning of chafing season. Yeah, chafing's fun. It's a fun thing. I just moved to a new house, so I don't have all my fat guy supplies like I used to. If you know what chafing is, that's where you're such a fat fuck that your thighs rub together, right? And it makes it very uncomfortable the next day. Like me and my friends used to call it Chad Chafer, because you walk like a cowboy, and that would be his name, Chad Chafer. Oh, Chad Chafer. Look at that motherfucking neck. I know I got some Chad Chafer. But what a fat guy supplies is Gold Bond. That's what they should just say. That should be the commercial like, "Are you fat? Do you like making snow angels in your bathroom? The most erotic snow angels ever. Just spread eagle. Do I have anything, right? Like, I asked my wife, I was like, "Do you have any powder?" And she's a cokehead, so she's like, "Fuck no, we need to get some powder real quick." No. So she looked downstairs and then she's like, "What if she's like, and the ladies, I didn't know that you guys did this. She's like, sometimes when my titties get sweaty, go on. She's like, sometimes I put like deodorant under there. I read that online. I'm like, I don't know if you know where this deodorant's going. But you probably never want to use this deodorant ever again. She's like, where's it going? He's like, your butt crack chafed? And I'm like, no, you stupid bitch. You don't use your butt crack when you walk. What's wrong with you? I'm like, it's gonna. So I look it up, and like, I know she's trying to push hers on to me. She's like, just use this. It's kind of powdery, and it'll. I'm like, no. It says clear, so the deodorant now that I wear under my armpits, I put on my asshole, or not my asshole, but like in the middle area, and this thing right here. I'm just telling you, my taint smells like old ass swagger. Yeah. If I fart, you guys are like, he must work out. I hate my nephews. I have nephews. They're like 12 and 13. I don't know how old they are. I don't know. They're twins. One's 12, one's 13. And like they like play games that don't make them feel stupid. Like they play like Call of Duty and stuff, and like anyone can like push a button and kill something. I guess. But like when I was a kid, like we played games that would make you feel stupid, like Mad Libs. Anyone ever played Mad Libs? Oh my god, I still fucking hate that game. I can name the fuck out of a noun, but I still don't know what a verb is. Like I don't know what adjective. I don't know any of that. I don't know what any of that is. I don't know what a pronoun or a proverb is. I don't know any of that. And I blame, it's easy for me to blame it on other people because that's what people do. I blame it on the school system because when I was a kid, that's normally what you do when you're in the school system. You're a kid. You're not an adult in the school system. Third grade, they put me in the retarded trailer. I don't know if you guys have a retarded trailer. Anyone else get their education from North Carolina? Between the years of 87 to 2001? No? Alright. So they had a trailer that had put all the retarded kids. And back in the day, retarded just meant slow or fully retarded or whatever. And I just remember like they'd pick you out like the Gestapo. They would just show up and they'd be like, I don't have this one. Like, my only issue was I was afraid to talk in front of people, especially read in front of people, because kids would make fun of you if you fucked up any word, you know? Like, that's what I think. And, like, the kids know when you leave. The worst part, though, is that you still have the same recess time as all the normal kids, you know? So the kids would sit down, like, you go to the playground, like, hey. Like, hey, Bill, how are you? You're in the retarded trailer now, right? Like, well, yeah, I guess, you know. That means you're retarded, right? Like, no, it doesn't mean I'm retarded. It just means, like, you know, I just have issues, you know? So that means you're retarded, right? No, that's not what it means. I just have an issue reading in front of people because other people make fun of me and stuff. And he's like, because you're retarded. I'm like, no, I'm not. Now listen, Bill, you know how you guys are like learning about like nouns and pronouns and proverbs right now and stuff? Like I can't focus in you know, in class, you know? And he's like, because you're retarded, right? I'm like, no! Alright, listen, Bill, I can't focus on that stuff, because what I'm focusing about is like when I get home, like I gotta like figure out like how to like, I don't know if you have this, Bill, but I have a dad, right, when my mom leaves the house, like, he'll take a gorilla mask and turn it inside out, right? And chase me around on all fours throughout the house. Oh, you don't have that? Okay. That's why I can't focus. Bill's like, gosh, you're retarded, right?
Louis Bishop, everybody, give it up!
Wow, it must have been really wow. I was asked back to the desk.
Oh yeah. This is how every great local comic gets their start. It's right here.
You can play any dead crow in the nation now.
There's a big franchise, so look forward to it.
I just like to point out that if anyone scrubs at this part on YouTube right now, not knowing this will look less like a regular talk show and more like a Maury panel on like white male obesity. Should be like a little ticker. Like, Artie's friend or foe.
I mean, you're my brother and all, but how come I look more like him?
Yeah, we're like the same character who got picked on like Street Fighter or something. You gotta pick the same characters because I don't. That was a fair bet to see who's better.
We know who's the better fighter.
Yeah, who's the better fighter.
So I'm just the guy that peeks out to be like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So John, for me, that's John.
Thank you for coming on, and I really love the story with the retarded trailer.
It's all true.
Where did you grew up in North Carolina? What town? Where did you?
A far away place called Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
About an hour north.
That metropolis.
That's Metropolis, yes. Elementary was Blue Creek Elementary. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what more do you want.
Well, what was the name of your third grade teacher?
My third grade teacher was Miss Lacey, and the assistant was Miss Parker.
Miss Parker, okay, all right.
Maybe not so much retarded, maybe a little more Asperger-y.
Did you have a class pet?
Did I have a class pet? No, I don't think we had class pets. Did you have a class pet?
Yeah, we had a rabbit that we took turns taking home. Yeah.
So that's what you get in fancy Jew school.
You let him talk to him about our faith like that?
He's on steroids. Now I know for me when I was a little kid.
You speak the Israeli army.
What's that?
You speak the Israeli army.
Oh, really?
I was in a kibbutz.
I bet he can
Look it
figure out
up.
what that is if he.
Can we just do a segment of Lou tells us all the Yiddish words he knows?
And you go over to Israel and you work in, for instance, you can work in iron work, you can work in farming, and they're little kibbutzes. And
Did you have a class pet in the?
Other little Jewish boys.
Apparently that's what you get in your fancy Jew armies, I guess. I don't know.
Pets are the things you fuck, right?
So much. Don't even want mom watching.
They're fascinating. They're very fascinating. So I know for me when I was a kid. So I know for me when I was a kid, that was a lot of just the experiences of being a weird, different kid, and kind of wanting attention was kind of was the like starter log for me, knowing that I wanted to be a comedian. Was just my upbringing with that. Was there anything? Now you told us about your father with the gorilla mask. Was there anything in like your childhood that for you you see you look back and you're like, oh, that's why I'm a comedian. That's why I get on stage.
You have anything?
I wasn't listening.
No, you weren't
It was a long narrative that led to a question.
It was I say no, I say no.
I don't know. Got this child. I think that's probably one part.
How many siblings?
I have 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Okay.
All half. So we all had sex with other people. It's fine. I'm the only real child. That meeting of the mind.
You didn't mean they're half related. You meant they're half people.
They all got in horrible train accidents. Some upper, some lower. My mom's so
For you, what was it that made you say like I wanna start doing comedy? Like, what was it? What do you think it was for you though? That was like I'm gonna start right now. Are you guys all right?
I'm listening intently this time.
Okay.
Why do you want to start doing comedy?
I don't know. Like I always like for one, like making people laugh. I think anyone who seeks that attention, I don't know, like I just noticed as a kid, even in like elementary school, whenever I would sit around and tell stories with my friends, people that I didn't even know gather around and just listen to me talk.
Okay.
I don't know, that's a stupid answer, but...
Well, it's the exact same one I would have given, so yes, it is a stupid answer.
I would have said I'd do it for the chicks.
Chicks, that's good too, yeah.
That was another their class pet that we had.
No, it was the chicks.
Pretty good on that kibbutz. They're like farts.
Now you run the Lazy Pirate competition.
Yeah, oh yes.
Now
highly successful.
Highly successful. I love this competition because I've been on it. I've lost a few rounds. I've lost 2 rounds in a row now. But it's fun because this room in Carolina Beach is just like if you can when you get that crowd and you get in front of them, you just feel really good about yourself because a lot of the time if you can like.
Just because you feel better than them?
You look like, oh, they live in Carolina Beach. No, it's just it's a very different room than like being in a comedy club.
Right.
So like anytime I go into like a bar or a restaurant and I can get a reaction from the crowd, I feel good about myself.
Right.
So having this entire competition in a restaurant, it's very fun. It's very fascinating. And now we're down to the finals.
Yes.
This is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, definitely the cream of the crop, yes. Yeah. Not losing what you and Lou, but I'm talking really fun guys. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy. He used to be a part of this comedy troupe called Maxwell Clark. Clark's in it. I said cream of the crop. Actually, Lou Morganti said, sorry, Lou, I mean the...
That's his maiden name.
Oh,
was this Louis Schwartz?
A guy that looks like Louis Schwartz is in it.
Yeah, okay.
He had to change his name to be less ethnic.
Right.
I heard that guy's really good.
He is. But a bit more Italian.
A little less red.
A little less red, yeah. What happened, by the way? Did you fall in a fire or something?
Jonathan didn't lock me out of the house.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in.
You guys play with fireworks again?
Mom doesn't give me keys.
Well.
That's fair. So you Reed Clark from some troupe called Maxwell Clark,
right.
And you've got a guy that looks like Lou.
Looks like that guy.
And our third guy
is Eric Schaus.
Eric Schaus.
Yeah, a very funny comic from Greenville, North Carolina. But yeah, no, it's gonna be good. I look forward to it. It's always a fun time. They treat us nice out there.
Yeah, it's a great room, great staff, and it's a lot of fun. So how much is it?
It's $5 to get in, but if you know someone, you can get it for $4. That's a big
Okay, so it's this Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. You've got 3 days to become friends with either Eric, Lou, or Reed and get in for $1 off. But it's at the Lazy Pirate in Carolina Beach.
That's right.
So get out there. It's going to be a great show. Louis, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Louis Bishop, everybody. We're gonna take a break. We'll stick around after this lengthy commercial break we're about to take. All right, we're going to be right back with Louis Bishop after this break. Please enjoy some music from David DeMuro, everybody.
so much for helping me move today. But I don't know how we're gonna fit all of this stuff in your car.
Don't worry. I know a guy.
Hi, I'm the guy from Two Trucks and a Guy. And here we believe that the most important part of the moving process is the trucks. So let me ask you a question. Do you have any friends? No? Well, don't call us anyway. We don't want to hear your sad story. But if you do, go ahead, call your friends, and then call us, and we'll provide the trucks. So just give us a call, 1-800-I-GOT-2 trucks. Remember, 2 trucks and a guy. The movers that have 2 trucks.
Thanks, 2 trucks and a guy.
Just doing my job. Now, who's gonna give me a ride to get the second truck?
Actually, it looks like we fit everything into one truck.
One truck? It's called 2 trucks and a guy. I'll just do this myself. One truck.
And we're back, everybody. Dave DeMuro, everyone. Let me hear it. Dave DeMuro. All right. So earlier you guys saw us play the game. Been there. This is the second part of the game called Dub That. What's going to happen now is me, Louis, and Jonathan, we're going to watch the scene that you guys witnessed before. We were out of the room. We didn't see it. And we are going to provide voiceover dubbing for what we think is happening in the scene. So I think we said before, you'll be dubbing for Cordero. Jonathan will be...
I'll be playing the part of Troy.
Okay. And I will be doing, the voice of Lydia. All right.
Can we get a little sample of the voice of Lydia? What does that look like?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got it. I know what I'm doing. All right. And take it away, please.
Hey, I'm a silly little goose.
Oh, you're such a silly goose.
Okay.
Oh, you're hanging.
All right. Well.
Oh, you look like a.
All right. Well.
You look like a.
Oh, hey. Oh,
You look like a sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's rob this bank. First of all, we're gonna need a murder weapon. Who's got one? I know you do.
I have one.
Yeah, I know you do too.
I don't have one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Very shy anyways. I'm just gonna use my natural charisma. It's been a natural repellent for years. Okay. Now, when we get up there. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, you've seen me at action. Yeah. People leave right away.
Oh my God, are we going to rob this bank now, or we should be this way? This way, over here.
You know we're gonna do this.
Okay, we're doing it right now. Right now.
I'm sorry, okay, just let's go now.
Okay, we're gonna go. But first, before we can rob a bank. Ah! You know what? I just realized something. We need to come up with our bank threats. We need to know what to say when we encounter the bank teller and let them know that we mean business.
Well, what are we gonna say? I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, just think about
like that, you know. I mean, what are we gonna? I get so nervous when I'm around people, and then they're gonna say, "You got any change?"
I don't have any change.
You're making me nervous right now.
What if they say, "Hey, you got change"?
I don't have change. Someone has change.
You're starting to make me think that you're gonna turn.
Look at those shoes right there. What if they say that?
No,
What if they
sorry.
say, look at them?
Oh, guys, you guys
I'm
don't
gonna have to eat you because you don't carry change on you.
Maybe being in the murder business isn't for us. Maybe we should be good little reptiles. We should quit turn inside. We should open a bakery and earn money legitimately. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I'm taking this all off right here.
And,
What you thinking about this, huh?
Yeah. Look, I want to open a bakery, but I want to use a different kind of yeast. Okay? Oh boy. It's Can we just go back to being bus compatriots? Oh no, not again.
Oh, okay, we're all right. Thank you, my guest Louis Bishop and TMi. Well, thank you, right? Exactly what you say right now. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. This is what I wanted to do when I grew up. Good night.